Jatketaan Justice for Allin läpipeluta. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Mattingard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Encard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Since there were no cyclogs, then that means we can trust Mr. Encard to be innocent. I really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then? Hey, I have something I want to ask you, girls. Okay, what is it? Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special. Go. Huh? What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were. I've been mistaken all this time. No way. She really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes me and I are. Maybe I should have just left it alone. Mr. Nick, stop it. Don't hide your true feelings from me. Ow, she slapped me. No, tuskin sulla on mitään sanottavaa näistä. Mitään tärkeitä. Kävisi mua eteenpäin. The lawyer dude. So what did you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show? I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it. I noticed it was kinda noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at the time. Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida, that's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's at the same age as me. Mä taisin käydä nää viimeksi tosiaan läpi, ihan samat tekstit. And he wanted to try to make a Japanese ninja movie, even though we all know it failed. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know. Hey, what do you think you are doing? You can't come in without. Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's bad rerun. It's a bad rerun, is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely. I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way. The glass hammer was fine. The other kids started calling me Queen Reaper, whoever you name it. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear everything she said, because she was talking too fast. Älä huoli, niin en mäkään. Miss Oldback, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go badump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always ends up kicking the bucket? What about your words? No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word this woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be, and why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know when young maiden, despite I press flowers or raid pearls. Are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Young'uns today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldback heard everything from Lada. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Neljä. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent, please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. No, tässä sulle lahja. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw. But what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at your young'un's expense. I am a little level after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Se halusi jonkun lahjan. No, eteenpäin sitten vaan. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do an investigation of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Ja kaikki on reseton. Tuskin täällä mitään uutta ja tärkeää on. No. Ja kun tää holvee vielä. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lada. Hey, Mr. Cupfella. The youth showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give the death penalty. What's wrong, Lada? Are you feeling alright? Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So one just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep. What are you looking for? My camera. Camera! It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the same crime. And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made a itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talk to and was really mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling, expensive sweetie. Rada, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Loda's missing camera is even connected to the murder. A very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder. Loda, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually I was here until around the time Mr. Enkard was arrested. What were you doing here? You say you went to school, Miss City Boy. Wherever a lot of hearts goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm gonna be the best dappled photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon cause that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Mä oon miettimään, pystyisikö mä säätämään totta. Tuo vaan tuo läpinäkyvyys. Tekstiskippi. Ja just samantaa, että tuo tuli suoraan tohon. Ei vitti aina klikkaa sitä. Jos se sitten sattuukin menemään eteenpäin. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lada, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop. Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Kaksi vaan. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotan, your eye roll smile. Big scoop. Lotan, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about the details of this scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, lot of hearts, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and his person. And this person. Who the heck's that? You think us journalists are all a bunch of idiots? You can't fool me. I'm a pro. Aha! Oh, really? So, who's this person anyway? If you're such a pro, why don't you do your own research and figure it out? Let's try that again, shall we? Could it be that you, Lord Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person? Vedetään uusiksi. Tämä en ole tallentanut missään vaiheessa. Jatketaan, kun mä oon päässyt takas tohon. No niin, ja tähän pistään save. Teen suurin piirtein kaiken muun samaan, paitsi että en presentoinut kellekään sitä makatamaa. I just bought that camera. Who did it? Thieving rascal. Please don't look straight at me while you are saying that. When I find the bugger who went and done this, they are gonna pay with a bullet. And if you do that, don't expect me to defend you. Ei varmaan mitä sanottavaa tästä. Do you know anything? I told you how many times now. I'm a journalist. I've got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough and on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters. Käydään vielä tämä läpi. Ihan varmuudeksi. Okei, no siitä oli jotain. Hey, what's that? A press conference ticket. How come I ain't got myself one of them? But please don't direct your anger at me. Why in tarnations wasn't I invited to that? How come someone on the bottom of the popularity chart like you got the info? But not me. Info like that is worth nothing to you. Am I right or what? Is it the kind of person she thinks I am? Are you going to stand there and take that, Mr. Nick? Now that I think about it, she isn't with Yal today, is she? She's a spunky one. You shouldn't have been letting her out of your sight. Who knows what she's up to now? Like you want to talk. I just wanna say sorry to you. For? Well, I really absolutely thought you were the murderer. Huh? You know, last time, that thing with my affair. What? But why? I mean, you were all worked up, you know. Meanie. Well, that was very insensitive of you. Do you know anything? This kind of hairstyle is pretty hard to get, you know. Hard to care for too. Just the other day, I ran my hand through my hair to fix it up. And suddenly, out pops this dollar coin. This guy... Dollarin kolikko. Ainakin Amerikassa on seteleitä. Eikö sä puhut ketinkolikosta? En minä tiedä. Tai ehkä tää on yhdistelmä Amerikkaa ja Japania. Niin. That's gotta be like hitting the jackpot. Wow, that's really lucky. What a deep conversation that was. I don't really care if I'm heroes or whatnot. Oh, I see. And shows they got for kids. Those adventures are just plain old boring. Now adults, we get more caught up in messy, sticky wheel situations. Even me. Oh. Sounds like this Tyke's getting what I'm going with this. Well, wait a second here. Don't go around getting her mixed up in things like that. I don't really care if I'm heroes or whatnot. No, some I've been. This old granny. She kept on glaring at me with those eyes of hers, as if it's my fault. Kept babbling how she won't forgive people who write trash about her Juan. Yeah, we sort of get into a little fight, you know. A little fight? Not those two, it was probably more of a blabbering contest. Ei mitään. Mä pääsen näihin huoneisiin. Okei. Engarden huone. Where are we? We are in Mr. Matt Engard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You are Mr. Engard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial's tomorrow, and Miss Engard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you are not totally right, but you are not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I had to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be a small statue, but appearances can be deceiving. Very nice statue. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the oral ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I had to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the oral show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Miss Engard. After that, I went to visit Miss Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? He really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and... Stop right there. You aren't serious about to ask how Mr. Engard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Pitäis varmaan... Eikö niin, I have no idea how he could choose you. Kyllä se pitäis olla choose. Jos on kirjoitettu tolla tavalla. Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? That would be nice. Kertokalpas kyllä mullekin. I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add it that I'm Mr. Encard's manager. His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and forgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to bless like this, honestly. You are wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pals, come down and hang in there. I'll buy you cheers later, alright? Et satu sieltä mitään kadonneesta kamerasta. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate driving matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. I hate talking about myself. It's a trifling matter, that's why. Sorry. Take away the layer of sarcasm and she really does seem to hate herself. I'd like to ask you about this. I asked to become Mr. Encard's manager. It's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Encard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told. He's always saying, my manager, right, Mr. Nick? Did you know the victim, Mr. Corrida? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with Mr. Nickel Samurai? With the Nickel Samurai. Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. That's Mr. Willpowers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man, a man with a good heart. But that's all he is, and ever will be. What a horrible thing to say. Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright. Huh? For a second, her face twisted in pain. I wonder if something happened to Miss Andrews. No, ei sillä varmaan muuta sanottavaa noista. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Corrida was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Ja Anneli silläkin. Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it Cyclops, Mr. Nick? Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. 3 Cyclokit niin täällä nyt. Motive for murder. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you are putting Mr. Encard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. Ahaa, pitäisikö mun keksiä silleen, että sillä on joku salarakas. Joku evene sitä varten, että... No, se varmaan löytyy tuosta toista huoneesta sitten. Päästään vihdoin viimein purkamaan tätä solumuotesta. Kauhan on nallikarhuja. Ja yksi täytettykin karhu. Missä Nick? Where are we? Mr. Juan Corrida's room, pearls. Mr. Corrida? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene too. Oh, it's you. So, what's happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engart's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? Just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've got to keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you are giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, girls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Map of the Great Water Hotel around the crime scene. Pitäis varmaan mennä nukkupaikkaris. Eli täältä me tullaan tänne ja sitten on se violahalli, missä on ne ruokapöydät. Sitten mennään eteenpäin ja siinä on sitten tää käytävä, missä on se Lotta ja Engarde-huone ja sitten Corrida-huone, missä me ollaan nyt. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yep. And it looks like they are pretty sure they are Mr. Engart's prints, pal. That's bad, real bad. What of Juan Corrida's murder scene? Why was Mr. Enghart arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell the signs of struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off. Miss Enghart said something about the button. Something like one of the Jammy Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldback. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention that there's something around where the wig was that's a little off. Something that's a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. You look at this photo and you can't help it. It makes you want to say, I can't believe this is the scene of a murder. Stabbed with a knife after a struggle. A clue is sleeping in this photo somewhere, I know it. What do you know about this? There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? If Miss Von Kamm saw me here like this, I'd have to switch sides real fast. That's your present from the kidnapper, huh? While you are talking, it sends and receives radio waves. If you could trace that, yeah, we could use it to find out where the bad guy is. It uses radio waves, huh? I got it. I'll go find the radio scanner and let you know, borrow it, pal. What do you know about this? Ei oo mitään hassua sanottavaa tuossa mun pätkistä. Sitten vielä nämä. I'm sorry. For what? I really want to help you look for her, pal. Mr. Detective. If anything happens, let me know, okay? I want to help in any way I can. Hey, little missy. Listen good, okay? Okay, what is it? Don't ever pick up a whip, okay? Don't even think about it. Huh? If you ever find yourself thinking you want one, try to make do with a good slap on the face. Got that? Slap the person in the face. Promise me, okay? Personal experience tells me Kamm should be careful what he wishes for. I look good. I think I've lost some weight, pal. That's only wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, huh? In that case, I wishfully think I've lost some weight. I wishfully think he might face the facts one day. Lately, I've been on the instant noodles only diet, pal. What do you know about this? If I had a choice, she would be number 3 on my list of people I don't want to see. Because I'm in the number 1 spot. Don't get all high and mighty on me here. You've taken Dumble into 2nd place, pal. Huh? Really? Then who's in first? Von Kamm, I think. Miss Von Kamm's miles and miles ahead of you in this race. Oh. She's really scary. Right now, Miss Von Kamm, you really don't. He's so scared he's so scared of her that he's whispering now. Not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who Juan Corrida and Matt and God are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time, so they have this really fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. Tossa sanoo saman. I thought she was an alien from outer space. Yeah, probably because she's wearing the strange helmet. Nah, even with her helmet off, I thought she was an alien, pal. I think that's probably best kept to yourself, if you know what I mean. She's Mr. Engar's manager, right? No matter what I do, I really stink at talking with people like her. As soon as I open my mouth, I get all flustered. See, she's one of those women with a brain. She's one who gets... Gets jotain. Varmaan things done. Yeah, she does give that sort of impression, like she's got it all together. Compared to her, you can easily tell I'm can't do anything right kind of guy. That's why I get all nervous and start messing up. I feel sort of bad for him. No, ihan sama mitä siitä sanoo. Kai mä olin aika lähellä oikeeta. Onko sulla mitään uutta? Ei. Sitten varmaan examinoida tää huone. Saadaan mennä nukkumaan ne päikkärit. Joo, tervetuloa takaisin. Mulla jäi tää peli päälle. Siksi aikaa kun mä nukuin. Tähän mä nukuin varmaan 3 tuntia, 4 tuntia. 3,5. En mä muista monen aikaa mä menin nukkumaan. Sitten mä kävin tässä välissä nyt sitten Faikassa tekemässä tuhmassa leveet pois. Tota noin. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corridor fought his assailant. What are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. I don't know much about flowers. Do you, Mr. Nick? Eikö mitään Judon, en minä tiedä, ihan sama. Lasi on jäänyt kuitenkin tohon. It's a beautiful wine glass and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice. No sign of it's been drank. Nyt mä pistän taskuun tommosen lasin, missä on juotavaa. It looks like Mr. Corridor had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We had a lot of food at the awards show last night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a mega meal like this. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar is not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show. But Mystic Maya, she said the private guitar was the Gemini Ninja's signature item. That's true. Huh? The guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Okay. Found next to the victim, empty. There is some water, but only on top of the lid. Ai, mä ajattelin, tuli verta, mutta okei. Okay. No siellä tuskin on. No katsotaan. So that's a bed, right? Yep. It's big, but it's a bed. Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft. Big beds must be a rarity for her. Yeah. It's so messy here. Person really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops, for a second there, I forgot I was talking with pearls, not Maya. Okay, don't know anything sulta. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corridor? Okei. Ei ollutkaan. No, kommentti näistä nallista. Wow, there are a lot of bears. Alamacook ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. Aha. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma that last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Mitä minäkin tuossa jääkaapissa? There are all sorts of things in the refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They are all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too. Maybe red was his favorite color. Ei mun pitänyt painaa. Aivostuttaa. No. Olikohan siinä kaikki? Varmista, ettei tänne vielä jäänyt jotain. Kai siinä oli. No, mitään kommenttia tästä. So about this one glass. So you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Kamshu? No, actually Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So does that mean Mr. Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Mennäänkö vastasi tuohon? What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I've gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yow! At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So you are the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy Mac Trenchcoat. I don't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second. Yow! I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow, what did she throw me at? What did she throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. No, ehkä mä en näytä tulla mitään. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Mulla on kauhean nälkä. Otetaan syödä hetki. No niin, jatketaan. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in near old Tokyo. I see. Wait. Love what? Love why? This girl Sayo works at the tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo? Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 AM. I'm going to stop watching kids' masterpiece theater starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. So what's the Charming Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Charming Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's a story of a ninja who can scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jamin vs the Muramashi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not so Jamin called the Night Before Battle 3. That's too bad for him. Yeah. But this kind of pop music based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Bill? What happens next? I want to know. The Jamin Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 AM. Which show should I watch? I can't believe she's really considering it. No, sulla on mitään sanottavaa tuosta? They called this so suddenly that something about it just seems off, you know. You mean the press conference? Yeah, he said there's something I'd like to confess if I win. And he faxed his request for a conference into the office and only yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, that is kind of weird, kind of sudden. But I guess he's managed to set everything up somehow, so he was lucky. Nice manager. I can't believe it. A kidnapping. Do you remember what the person looked like who gave this to you? It was the bellboy, and I didn't suspect a thing because he looked like such a normal old man. Ei mun mielestä. Old man, huh? Ootko sattunut näkemään tätä? Otetaan tää kartta. Sulla on varmaan näissäkaan mitään sanottavaa. That guitar case. That was Juan's. I'm guessing you have seen this case before. It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar. The Jammy Ninja's signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget it for the awards ceremony? That does seem a little strange. Sulla mitään sanottavaa tuosta? I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. She's clamming up like the old clam she is. Please, anything would be helpful. Well then, how about I tell you my measurements? No, that's okay, really. She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick? I know. I don't have anything to say. Sinä haluat lahjan. Oisin nyt koittaa tuota kitaraa. Eikö se tykännyt sitä? Eikö se olisi hyvä lahja? Ei ole kyllä varmaan vaan vielä ollut tarpeeksi evidenssiä, mutta en nyt keksi muutakaan. You are Encar's lawyer, aren't you? Well, yes, but then forget it. There is no way I'm telling you. But why? I am a little devil after all. Doesn't you know? No, tuolla en ole vielä käynyt, mutta tässä sä halusit. Niin se et suostunut kertomaan sitä sun skuupistas. There's an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person. Ei mitään hajua. Jos heillä ei... Kerta ei ollut se... Engarde. Oliko sulla jotain oli? You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. Ei mulla tossakaan tähänkään mitään. Kenen kanssa se olisi muka intimate. Voihan mä koittaa näyttää että sä olisit ollut. Sen Encardin kanssa. I'm very bad at connecting with people. They are so depressing for the most part. But I especially dislike feeble-minded individuals. Yes, well, that's why I don't think I could ever be intimate with you. So I guess she's saying I'm both depressing and stupid. But I am certain you were very close with the victim. Say that all you like, but you still don't have any proof. Intimate with the victim. No, pitää löytää joku proofi siitä. Siihen. Käydäs vielä siellä huoneessa. Corridan huone. Löytyykö mitään todistusmateriaalia siihen, että niillä on ollut jotain yhteistä? Eli nämä nalletusten sen antamia. Mä kävin kaikki läpi. Ei täällä ole enää mitään. No mennään käymään siellä poliisilaitoksella. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy detective is here. Great, now even Pearls is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisca. They said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they are done? Okay, I guess that's all we can do, right, Mr. Nick? Sulla on mitään sanottavaa? This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? The hero of heroes award ceremony. The grand prize got away from jamming ninja again. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Break and spit it out, you lowlife scumbag. A turkey sandwich. Don't eat ham every day. Get sick of it or something. You must be doing image training for interrogations. No Sulla mitään ideaa tuosta? There are still so many things in the world that I don't understand yet. Honestly, I still don't have enough training. No, it's okay. I don't have any ideas myself. I'm sorry, really sorry. Okei. No mä voisin koittaa tolle antaa lahjaksi vielä sitä mehua. Tolla. Give me what I want. Ota mehua. Ota se radiopuhelin. Mä oon nyt taas jumissa. Käydään täällä nopeasti. Ei mun pakko kysyä, että mitä mun pitää tehdä, koska mä oon nyt käynyt kaikki. Mä en sulle puhu. Enkä mä puhunut sulle? Okei, no sä et halua sanoa mitään. Edes jos sun ihailemassa huonista. Joo, mä kysyn. Alright, mä oon missannut. Missä toi oli? Koridahuoneessa. Niin. Se heitti mut. Mä luulen, että Niin, mä luulen, että mä sain ton, mutta... Niin. Listen, Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Corey's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," in more normal letters here. This sloppy, unreadable writing is crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere before. Juan Corey's autograph "To my dearest Wendy" is written on it. Alright, voin arvata, että nyt mennään. Ei tää varmaan vielä mua vie eteenpäin, mutta ainakin nähdään, mitä se sanoo seuraavaksi. Ole hyvä. Tää on sulle. That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name's Wendy Oldback, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. But somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. And I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldback, ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan. Eli sillä oli oikeasti vain yksi lukko. Right. Autograph given to Wendy, dearest. I feel bad for you now. Huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And? Did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you are gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Enkard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. The yellow-bellied chicken. A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Miss Enkard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Enkard do to you to make you so? You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick, what is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, let's astray by the wiles of the wild temptress. Mr. Nick, what do wiles and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to Miss Oldback has to say it for now, Miss... Okay, Pearls. So, Miss Oldback, who is this woman you are talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy. He shoved the girl under Juan on purpose. His own manager? But why? I thought lawyers were smart. Just to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. What do you know about that anyway, Mr. Oldback? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information, that there's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Miss Enkard did that what you say he did? Next week's issue for a certain magazine says so. Ah, of course, a tabloid. Next week. Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Miss Oldback have information like that? And where did she get it? Hihihi. Joo, se ei johtanut mua mihinkään. Sattuisiko sinä tietämään asiasta jotain? Et. No, minä kysyn sitten vielä apua, että mitä seuraavaksi? No, mä oon tässä pörräily edessä takaisin, niin mä en ole ihan varma mihin mä oon jäänyt, mutta kuides seuraavaksi on tämä. Did you know the victim, Miss Corrida? Yes, I knew him. Joo, tämän mä oon käynyt läpi. Sitten sanoo... Talk to Andrews, night of the murder relation motive. Sitten sanoo, että menee Viola Halliin. Puhutaan tuolla pitää näyttää no mä en tietenkään tehnyt tätä näin. Hey, that's Miss Anders. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her. I don't really know her. You know. There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? If you are interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh really? You too, huh? Yeah. So take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldback would read. Alright, let's see here. German Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Wanker didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we are talking about a certain manager with the initials AA. Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client. It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Bellows is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. An article from tabloid Gossipland. Sitten voidaan mennä mä edennyt hyvin. Pistän tohon save. Ihan varmuuden vuoksi. Täällä kuitenkin oli useampi näitä. Niin. Tai joo 4. En varmaan vielä pääse eteenpäin, mutta koitetaan. Tähän mennään kuitenkin tätä klippingiä. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Not to stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrid? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrid for this person's sake? No, kukas muukaan kuin tämä? Do you really still not understand? Or what? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But you're a manager. It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Encard to star, not Matt Encard to man. The man. Oh. And you are not my client. This is my subtle hint to go home. But I know you must have had a need to get close to the victim. No, kenenkä takia sitten? No, se ei viedä mua eteenpäin. Katsotaan mitä tää seuraavaksi vie. Move to hallway. Talk to Lota. Joo, nää mä kävin läpi. Kamera. Tuossa camera edit. Heh? Mä kävin tämän läpi jo. Mäkin tuossa virheet se antaa. Tämän... Ei ku... Niin siis mä... Niin, joo. Tää sanoo, että Lottan kamera, mutta... Tää on taas kassi, no okei, joo. Nyt mulla on tarpeeksi nämä tätä varten. Kuide sanoo. En kattonut mitä se vaati, mut... Tän itse katoin. Mut kerkesin unohtaa se jo. Tosin nyt se tuli takas mieleen. Mut... Eikö se sano, että ei... Niin, siis Adrian. Niin. Makes sense. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Encard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager goes secretly meeting with his rival, Chamin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta be backup. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that positive. News source. You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that one guy had something with Mr. Andrews. No mä taidan nyt kattoo vaan, että mikä se on. Mä veikkaan, että se on tämä, mut... Kyllä. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. That the mysterious yet beautiful manager stars Miss AA. Mr. Corridor didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Encard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corridor's door last night. You were looking into Mr. Corridor and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. Let's just say. Your initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna wanna see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But, the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why though. The story of that note is probably a bald-faced lie. Solan the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case. Ja niin mulla siis ei ole sitä, se on vaan evidenssi. En minä tiedä. No mitäs sitten? Muut hotel lobby. Mä oon käynyt läpi. Joo, kyllä. Nyt se on tullut takas, joo, okei. Eikö me alkaa käyttää taas omaa päätäkin? Tutkia paikkaa, mutta menee niin pitkä aika. Detective Kamshu said that they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. What a blunt greeting. Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are all airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. And two. And both of them are in this order. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Miss Encard. Yep, I found it on the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints of the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They are Matt Encard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? Is that old security lady, Miss Oldback? I thought so. What do you mean, you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... And I even told her not to open its mouth first and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldback saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Encard come out of the victim's room and the estimated time of death. No way. Tätä mä näytän vielä sulle. What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, this is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jamming Ninja's signature item. But the guitar wasn't in his hotel room. Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like the red guitar is related to this case after all. Se ei johtunut mihinkään. You're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Miss Corrida, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Inpax. She was Juan Corrida's manager. The victim's manager. Eihän sillä pitänyt olla mitään. But that's not all, pal. Miss Inpax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor, the one who was both Mr. Corrida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor, could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about her, pal? Ai se ei tullut tänne. No, kerrohan lisää. She was the victim's manager and also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but wow! I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? Allying. Hey, allying. I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay... Quiet! If it went for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right? This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth. What am I going to do with you? Still blabbing others when things go wrong. Blaming, blabbing. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed, to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? You are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Mitäs Edgeworth? Vanha tuttu. I thought the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth had died. Mr. Nick, I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. I couldn't run tomorrow's trial. You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive you lack. That you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head. A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Kama was still my mentor, and the perfect win record is proof of von Kama. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead Edgeworth. I see, then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Franziska, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Reprehensible to me. Even if you are a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. Me? Well, that's enough for me, for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. No, antaisitko mulle sitä informaatiota? I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright. Still as stuck up as ever. We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. Why don't you just tell it to me straight and say I don't have any info? Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret. You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. Ei tullut mitään siitä. Well, I was abroad. These deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about the spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? But that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Ei vieläkään mitään. No, katsotaan. Mitä kuide sanoo? Siis hetkinen. Pitää käydä Tomorrow's Trial, Proof of Von Kama's Blood, Missing Suicide. Mikä Missing Suicide Note? Present Celeste Impacts. Tämmöistä. En ollut tommoista. Ja, tänne on tullut lisää. Noniin. This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle we have yet to solve. We have yet to solved. But there is still one riddle we have yet to solved. Expitäisi have solve. A riddle. A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find a suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impact had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note. But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is suicide report, part 1 anyway. Part 1. This is Celeste Impacts found by Juan Corrida. Was her suicide note hidden? Okei, pitäisi lukea tarkemmin. No mitäs nyt sitten? Haluatko sanoa siitä jotain? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. First of all, are the reports that have multiple parts, like that one, that has two parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. Miksi et voinut vaan antaa molempia yhtä aikaa? Miksi mun piti näyttää tätä ykköstä ensin, että sä pystyt antaa sen kakkosen, kun sä just annat sen ykkösen mulle. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name is Adrian Andrews. But Miss Andrews, what did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman. That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. A secret? Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Mr. Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Missä se part 2 on? Mä en saanut sitä. No tossa tuli lisää tuohon. Dependent nature. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impact. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mental Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Well, why would that? Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counsel sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can keep them near. There's such an anger in her life. Her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Attempter. Adrian Andrews, reason shock from Celeste impacts suicide. Joko nyt mennä sitten tänne. Mikäs se vastaus oli siihen? Se on suojella jotakuta. Täällä asiat menee eteenpäin. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisca Montcalm. Miss Montcalm, what are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss Montcalm. You are the one doing the following. Girls, you're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following that scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on the detective. And with this, I know that fools every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I'm really sorry for poor Detective Kamshu now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes. Think hard about what we just discussed, understood? Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Pistetään tähän save. Mausikäyttöpakilla. Noniin. Joko meillä olisi kaikki evidenssit sua varten. Nyt kun se ensimmäinen erä pois tästä tällä ensimmäisellä. Mun pitää näyttää tätä klip. Niin siis. Kuka oli se, joka halusi suojella jotakuta? Ihan samaa. Vai musta on ihan väärin. Tämä. Niin siis joo, kyllä. Nyt tämän takia. Did you get close to Miss Corrida for this person's sake? Celeste impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida so you could find out more about her suicide. You have great imagination. You may have featured yet as a slimy muckraker for a pre-treated third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews, there was no mystery surrounding her death, none. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Get a hold of yourself. Huh? If you want advice on doing yourself in, I just asking someone like the police, which translates to go take a long walk off a short pier. There's nowhere. No tämä sitten. Niin tietenkin sen, niin, eikä ton. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looked like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida. Juan? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give, however. I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This proves that Celeste's impact was someone very special to you. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Inpax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I could not stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Miss Inpax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything's changed. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Corrida dead. Me? Miss Inpax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Okei, siinä lähti viimeinkin. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews, this one thing is one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, right? Correct? Looks like the tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, if people find out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with the card in her hand since a little while back. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you are holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It's just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. I do not remember something clearly. Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I'll leave Mr. Engard in your capable hands. Mitäs sitten? Well, I think we have gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, Pearls, she looks so burned out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You are really tired, right? Oh no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine, really. I really am. You don't look fine to me. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Inbax's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello, Mr. Mr. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you are not answering the phone. Maya? Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Few. Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis. Ask my sis. Maya, damn it, he cut me off. Mrs. Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? No mitäköhän se mahtaa tarkoittaa? Come on, Phoenix. You are hopeless one. I'm sorry. Mia, I have a message from Maya, so come. Ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about the surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotline, was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her. I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you are with Nick right now. Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Tai hiuspinni tai glemmari. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. No mikä se siinä? Huh? Someone dropped a card here. It kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. It's a strange card. Ah, that's it. That's a shell card. This is a shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling that this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried. Se pakeni sieltä. To be continued. Semmonen. Mä oon ihan uupunut. Mä ajattelin, että mä olisin tänään pelannut pidempään, mutta pitkiä nää pätkät. En jaksa enempää. Kiitos kun katsoitte ja minä jatkan myöhemmin tai huomenna tai joskus. Ajattelin, että mä oon tänään pelannut vielä lisää VR:ääkin, mutta kattoo jaksanko tehdä yhtään mitään. Mutta teille tämä jatkuu seuraavassa videossa.